Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Sassy and today I'll be showing you how to beat the Easter egg, how to build the shield, how to obtain free perks, and much more in the Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies map Isle of Cthulhu. First thing you may want to do is turn on power. One of the quickest ways to power from spawn is by taking the door near the Olympia wall by the barrier on the left side of the statue, and then by the door closest to stamina. Power will be on the opposite side of that room. To complete the Easter egg, you'll first need to obtain the Obliterator. You can get it either from the box or by completing the 3 challenges and then defeating the mini-boss. The challenges can be get 15 melee kills, get 15 headshots, defend the area, which for this one you'll have to stay close to the podium, and kill the target. Interact with the podium to start a challenge. A bunch of zombies will spawn in during this time. You'll need to complete the challenge in 30 seconds or less. You unfortunately won't get any points for the kills during the challenge, but after the challenge all the zombies will remain, and so you can easily farm points using the challenges. Unfortunately, you'll only be able to do 1 challenge per round, and if you fail a challenge you'll have to wait until the next round to try again. The challenge podiums are located in the building near Double Tap, in the area with Speed Cola, or in the crypt near the castle roof. Once you complete all 3 challenge podiums, head to Pack Punch. Inside the small room to the right of Pack Punch is a trap door. Stand on it to have it open. You'll be dropped down to the boss arena, where you'll need to defeat the Plants vs. Zombies Gargantua mini-boss that spawns in. If you do, you'll receive a free perk and 5,000 points. The number of free perks you get is equal to the number of players in the game. When you teleport back to Pack Punch, you'll find the Obliterator nearby that you can pick up. Once you have the Obliterator, you'll need to complete the 4 upgrades for it. You can do these simultaneously and in any order. For each, you'll need to obtain the Upgrades Crystal, fill it with souls at their pedestal, purchase the upgrade for 5 grand, and then find and shoot the associated symbol with that upgrade. For the Newton Cannon, you'll need to obtain the Gravity Crystal. Head to the room with the pyramid and shoot it with the Wonder Weapon. You can get there by going down these stairs from the courtyard with the fountain. Shooting the pyramid will change the gravity in the room and spawn in a flying mini-boss. All you need to do is wait about 45 seconds for the Gravity Crystal to spawn in above the pyramid. Once it does, jump to pick it up. This is also a great place to farm points. An infinite number of zombies will spawn in during this lockdown, and you do get points for these kills, unlike the pedestal challenges. Head down to the mines, which you can get to by taking the stairs in that room, and place the Gravity Crystal on the purple podium at Pack Punch. Fill it with souls to complete the upgrade. Then buy the Newton Cannon for 5,000 points and use it to shoot the purple symbol found somewhere around the map. I have seen it inside one of the windows in the power room, in the fireplace near Jug, or inside the window in the room next to Mule Kick. Each weapon has a charged shot. For the Newton Cannon, this one acts like a thunder gun. For the Poseidon Cannon, you'll need to obtain the Water Crystal. To do that, first shoot the vase found on the table in the room with Mule Kick with the Obliterator. Once it's broken, shoot the orb inside to get it to move. As soon as you shoot it, dogs will start spawning in and won't stop until you pick up the Water Crystal. Head to the water area between Spawn and Speed Cola and find the boat with the orb on top. Shoot the orb with any weapon to get it to move. I recommend using a normal bullet weapon to hit the orb to make this step a little bit easier. Head to Speed Cola and then look through the open area between the cave and the castle entrance. There you'll find the orb on another boat. Shoot it again to get it to move to the boat not far from that cave's entrance. Shooting it again will have it move to the boat in the distance, not far from the first one. Shooting the orb one last time will cause it to fly to Quick Revive, where it'll turn into the Water Crystal. Pick up the crystal to stop the dogs spawning. Place the crystal on the blue pedestal at Pack Punch and fill it with souls. Fill it with enough souls and then purchase the Poseidon Cannon to spawn in the water symbol. Then find and shoot the blue symbol with the Poseidon Cannon. It can be found in the mines, either inside the cell across from Deadshot, on the wall near Pack Punch, or on the wall across from the crystal in the prison cell. The Poseidon Cannon's charged shot will cause a water tornado to spawn in. For the incinerator upgrade, you'll need the skeleton crystal that is inside of the prison cell. You can get the cell key from Brutus, who spawns in on round 8. Defeat Brutus and pick up the cell key he drops. Use it on the prison cell and grab the crystal inside. Be aware that picking up the crystal will spawn in the Triton mini-boss. Then fill it with souls in the area with Pack Punch. Once it's filled, buy the incinerator upgrade and use it on the red symbol that spawned in. The symbols are located in the courtyard with the fountain, either through the window in the short hall between Double Tap and the courtyard, behind the staircase, or through the window on the second floor on the opposite side from the staircase. The charge shot for this one acts as a monkey bomb. For the Gaia cannon, you'll need the Vine Crystal. On round 10, a glowing green dig site will appear in the courtyard with the fountain. You will need a shovel, which you can find in spawn, either across from Quick Revive, to the left of Quick Revive, near the entrance to the main courtyard, or against the box at the fork in the road. Use the shovel to dig up the seed. Head to the other courtyard and plant the seed in front of the large statue, where the green smoke is coming out of the ground. This will cause a tree stump to come out of the ground. You will need to defend the stump for about 50 seconds. Be careful not to get too far from the stump, or it'll disappear and you'll have to wait until the next round to try again. Succeed and the green crystal will be revealed. If you fail, you'll have to try again next round. Just walk near the area where you planted the seed and the tree stump will appear again. Pick up the crystal and then bring it to the Pack-a-Punch area and fill it with souls. Once it's filled, purchase the Gaia cannon to spawn the green symbol in. The symbol is located around the area with Flopper, either in the window across from Flopper, on the wall near the ceiling to the right of Flopper, or on the wall to the right of the prison cell with the Perk power-up. The charge shot for this weapon is similar to the Wonder Waff. Once you've shot all 4 symbols with their respective upgrades, head to the courtyard with the fountain and find the summoning key. You will now need to shoot the summoning key with any variant of the Wonder Weapon as it moves around the map. After shooting it at the fountain, it will move to the pyramid room in the upper back corner, then to these boxes right by Pack-a-Punch, in the crypt on the Apothecon statue, on top of the bookcase to the right of Stamina, and lastly on the table in the building near Double Tap. After shooting the summoning key in all 6 locations, head to the main courtyard with the Cthulhu statue. You'll need to complete a lockdown at the courtyard, so you'll want to make sure you're prepared with good guns for all the different mini-bosses, because every single one will spawn in during the lockdown. I also recommend having as many perks as possible. There is a 5 perk limit, but you can obtain quite a few free perks to add to that limit. Go to this timestamp if you need help with that. To start the lockdown, interact with the Cthulhu head at the center of the courtyard. You will need to fill the statue in the center with souls. Fill it with enough souls, and a short cutscene of the dragon flying away will play. It is now time for the first boss fight. I recommend using either the upgraded Zoildrax or double upgrading the dual-wield shotgun for the boss fight. Whenever you're ready, head to the Pack-a-Punch area and interact with the center of the circle on the ground. You'll be teleported to the dragon's lair. Be aware that you won't be able to damage him until about 20 seconds after you teleport in. There are 2 phases to the boss fight. For the first phase, the dragon will stay where he is and shoot out fire intermittently. Zombies and other mini-bosses will spawn in during this time. After you destroy all his health, it will regenerate and he will teleport into the arena with you for the second phase. Defeat the dragon and you'll be rewarded with 15,000 points. Then, when you're teleported back to Pack-a-Punch, you'll be given Perkaholic. You'll also now be able to pick up the Mark of Cthulhu from the Origins crate. Use it to unlock Cthulhu's underground lair. Inside, you'll find the Sword of Cthulhu. The slam attack for this sword will place down Arnie's. You will now need to purchase the Dark Ether Staff for 50,000 points. You can only hold 1 Wonder Weapon at a time, and you'll have to get rid of your current Wonder Weapon first before you can pick it up. Once you pick up the staff, you'll need to use it to collect the 4 small eggs found outside the map. To collect the eggs, shoot the Dark Ether Staff at it to suck it up. There is 1 egg in one of the windows by the fountain. There is 1 through the window in the courtyard not far from Electric Cherry. 1 is through the window in the room with the staked zombies. And 1 is in the room with Jug, through the window at the top of the stairs. You will hear this sound once you've collected all the eggs. Once you have all 4 eggs, head to the roof of the castle and place the eggs into the pedestal on the roof. Then whenever you're ready for the next boss fight, interact with the center structure to activate the Ether Machine. For this boss fight, I recommend using the Dark Ether Staff. You'll also want to avoid getting too close to him because he will perform these slam attacks. Fire tornadoes will also appear, but you'll know before they do from the red circle that appears in the ground. Defeat him to be rewarded with 15,000 points. Both the Ether Bow and the Heart of the Demon will spawn in. Pick up the Demon Heart. You will now need to obtain the Book of Cthulhu and charge it. You can pick up the Book of Cthulhu from the table in the room with Mule Kick. Once you have the book, you'll need to charge it at the 3 podiums, and they must be done in a particular order. Placing the book on the podium will trigger a lockdown. A wizard mini-boss will spawn in, and you'll need to defeat him to collect his soul in the book. Once you do, pick up the book and bring it to the next location. The first podium is found in the room with the spiked zombies. The second one is found across from Double Tap. And the last one is at the fireplace in the room with Jug. Once you fully charge the book, you'll be able to teleport to the boss fight. Head to the Pack-a-Punch area and through the gate. If you haven't picked up the Mark of Cthulhu yet, you can obtain it from the challenge box in the room with Jug. Make sure you also pick up the Sword of Cthulhu. Whenever you're ready for the boss fight, interact with the gate at the portal to unlock it and be teleported to the boss fight. Place the book on the pedestal to start the fight. The boss has a few attacks. The main one you want to avoid is the wipe attack. You can hear him charge up, and when you do, hide behind one of the rocks. He also throws meteors at you and creates water tornadoes along with many other different attacks. In order to damage the boss, you'll need to charge the book by collecting Keeper Souls. For this first round, you'll only need 8 souls. Once you collect enough souls, hit the charged book with the Sword of Cthulhu. This will take off a third of the boss's health. You'll then need to repeat the same process. Kill keepers and collect their souls into the book. For this one, you'll now need 12 souls, and then hit the book with the sword to damage the boss another third. Do this one more time, collecting 15 souls into the book to charge it, and you'll have defeated the boss. Defeating the boss will reward you with 50,000 points. You'll then be teleported to this small arena, where you'll be a mini Cthulhu for a bit. After some time, you'll be teleported back to the map. While you play, you may want to build the shield, so here's how to do that. In order to build the shield, you'll need to find 3 parts: the wings, the back plate, and the face piece. The wings are found either across from stamina, or by the stairs not far from the power switch. The backplate is found either to the left of Double Tap, or in the fountain area to the right of the staircase. And the face piece is found either leaning against this crate in the courtyard with Electric Cherry, or in the area with Speed Cola. Once you have all 3 parts, you can build the shield at the build table in the mines. You can get there by taking the stairs in the pyramid room. There are a few ways to get a free perk on this map. There is a perk limit of 5 perks, so you may want to have the max before obtaining any of these. I already mentioned one free perk you get from defeating the Gargantuar, which if you missed, go to this timestamp. Here are other ways that you can get a free perk. One way is by interacting with the 3 teddies around the map. There are 10 different locations that the bears can spawn in at. The bears can be either in a barrel across from Double Tap, in a broken crate on the 2nd floor of the fountain area, in this corner of the pyramid room, right next to the prison cell that has the skeleton crystal, in the stairway between power and the castle roof, not far from Speed Cola, in a barrel in the walkway that connects the 2 courtyards, in the crypt, in the room with the spiked zombies, or in the barrel next to the fireplace in the room adjacent to Mule Kick. You will hear this sound when you interact with a teddy. Interact with 3 teddies and the wizard will spawn in. Defeat him for your free perk. Another way to get a free perk is by obtaining the Axe of Cthulhu and using it to grab the perk power drop inside the prison cell. In order to unlock the axe, you will need to destroy the 3 glowing skulls with the shield. You'll only be able to see the skulls through the shield window. If you need help building the shield, go to this timestamp. Once you have the shield, you can start looking for the 3 skulls. Once you find one, use the shield bash to make it disappear. The skulls can either be in the crate on the 2nd floor of the courtyard with the fountain, right next to Mule Kick, right next to Double Tap, on one of the crates in the area with Speed Cola, on one of the shelves in the room with the pyramid, in the hall between the fountain courtyard and the crypt, on a barrel in the stairway by power, on the table in front of stamina, or on the crate near the skeleton crystal. You will now be able to pick up the Axe of Cthulhu, found in the room with Flopper. Head up the stairs and use the axe to pick up the perk power-up that's inside the prison cell. You can get another free perk from the challenge box in the room with Jug, and then you can also sometimes get a free perk from some of the mini-bosses. And that's it. I'll be doing more Easter egg guides in the future, so subscribe if you're interested, leave me a comment if you have any questions, and don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.